I'm dancing with everybody else. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Wednesday Behind the Wheel Wednesday. Thanks so much for being here. Got lots of stuff going on today. Very excited. Lots of really cool things to talk to you guys about. But if this is your first time here, thanks so much for being here. We're going to talk about travel topics, what's going on, government shutdown, national parks. Oh, I got some stories. Today. I'm going to talk about Cracker Schmerels. By the way, I am currently coming to you live from an undisclosed location at some wonderful Cracker Barrel boondocking across America. I'm on my way to the Overland Expo in Arlington, Virginia. So that's happening this weekend. Very excited about that. So you can try to plot the Cracker Barrels along the route, and you'll probably find me at one of those. But anyways, if this is your first time watching, thanks so much. Give us a like, give us a share, make a comment. We love all our interactive comments. We're going to check out, see who all's here. If you feel so kind as to give us any kind of moolah in the form of a super sticker or a super chat, all that money goes to helping other people out on the road, which is really nice. So we just appreciate that. That goes into our Smile Fund, and we like to pay it forward. So that's where that is going. So let me put that out there right there. There you go, guys. Let's take a look and see who we have and our amazing. Let's see. Let's look at our comments. Who is here today? Who's first? Let's see who's first. David Green is here. Hey, hi, yo, from Chicago. I was in Amana, Iowa last week. Aw, that's so sweet. They thought of you. Well, I hope you had fun. Hope you had some schnitzel or some really good German beer and stuff. Amana, Iowa was a lot of fun. I really like that place. There's lots of cool things over there. If you guys haven't been there, you need to go check it out. There's it's like the RV place where everyone has their big get-togethers and things like that. It's pretty cool. Okay, Denamaru, hi ho, how is everyone? Well, I am finally cool. Let's start with this one. I have been boondocking for some time now, and I am, let's say, going towards the East Coast. I'm no longer in Oklahoma, Kansas, and it's a little warm. Just saying, a little warm, a little humid. It is what it is. So let me know where you guys are today and what the temperature is where you are, and if you're boondocking or if you're enjoying some lovely AC, or if you need some heat, even more so. I just realized I have my car keys in my pocket. Imagine that. Let me take those out so I don't turn the car on by accident. That could happen. Be very exciting Behind the Wheel Wednesday, wouldn't it? Okay, Michelle's here. Oh my gosh, saying, Denamaru, how are you doing tonight? Well, David is fighting a cold. Oh no, but I hope it passes by Friday. Heading out in the camper van this weekend. Oh, cool. Awesome. It's going to be a beautiful weekend. I will tell you right now, as I'm traveling across, I'm starting to see in the northern sections of the country, the leaves are changing. And all my Colorado friends are telling me the aspens are turning yellow. So it's definitely that time of fall. So lots of things going on there. Denamaru says, love our VanMade shades for the transit. Well, let's talk about that. This is fun. So I dropped the link. I pinned it actually to tonight's live stream, and I put it in the description as well. As you can see behind me, I have VanMade shades. Now, people go, what are they? What's so big about them? Let me tell you. I've tried a lot of shades. I really have. And I've done a lot of different things. I'm a big believer in VanMadeGear. VanMadeGear is fantastic. They've been doing, I initially bought them for my front window covers and my side window covers in the front of my cab. That was the first thing. And I thought this makes a huge difference. They're just insulative. They really, really work. Then I bought them for my back bedroom because it just, although, and you can see right here, this is my regular shade that normally comes with typical RVs and vans and things like that. It's like a plastic frame. It's got the screen and then the room darkening shades, but they're not really room darkening. They never are. And they're definitely not insulative. Now they work, but they don't work really well. And I can tell you a huge difference when the sun is shining through this window and I've got this pushed up, how much cooler it stays in here. An amazing difference. So all I'm saying is, if you ever decide and you're looking for any kind of window coverings for your RV or your van, check out VanMadeGear. They're all American made. It's a small company. They're all handmade. You're not, unless they have it in stock, it might take, a few weeks to get there. Don't get me wrong, but they're pretty awesome. And I'm getting some more gear, what I'm really excited about. So I only have 2 windows that do not have it yet. My bathroom window, which is getting replaced. Another story. And then my kitchen window, which I didn't do because I just didn't do it. I don't know. At the time, I didn't do it. But I'm going to be putting some other VanMadeGear stuff in here too. So I want to pay it forward. There's a discount. You guys, you know how I love a good discount. I like to pay it forward with a discount. So use my coupon code. It'll get you some extra money off. Go there. Just throwing it out there. Love this company. So yeah, what can I say? I like paying it forward. Always a nice thing. Okay. So yes, loving the VanMade shades they're pretty cool. Pretty awesome. That's right. David, hope you feel better. Absolutely. We want to get you better, buddy, because you got to get out there and have some fun. All right, Michelle Henry says, hello, Miss Charlie. How are you, Michelle? How's everything going? There's my buddy, Roads of Life. Howdy from Texas, the great state of Texas. Love me some Texas stuff. I'm in the mood to go to Texas lately. I keep saying I have I want a two-step in Texas is on my bucket list. Where's my brain today? I have no idea what's going on. I like your sign about the postage stamp. So this is really fun. And I normally you guys see a different angle. And so I want to show you guys what's going on. It says, be like a postage stamp, stick to a thing till you get there. And I heard that one day and I was like, that's a really good point. Sometimes we just, keep moving and waffling or we change our minds or things might get a little hard or my thing is I'm doing a lot of stuff and some of the stuff I'm doing can get a little hard. And I have a vision and I have a goal and I'm really inspired to continue traveling. I'm inspired to inspire you and try to find the best deals and do some really good reviews for you so you don't have to waste your time. Honestly, that's a lot of what I do a lot. And, I'm making friends on the road. There's a lot of things going on. And so I am the RV queen. I'm going to be doing a lot of community stuff this year. And I'm really excited about that. So I really want to just pay it forward as much as I can because so many people have been kind and generous and courteous to me when I started. I want to pay it forward. That's all. Plain and simple. I think that's the way to do it, right? I love this. Okay, Roads of Life says, thumbs up. Heck yeah, give me a thumbs up, guys. Appreciate everyone being here. Paul Clanton is here. Hello there, buddy. How are you doing? Hope you're having a great night. One of my Colorado buddies out there hanging out. Actually, he sent me a picture of the aspens that are so yellow. So you guys are out there. You need to check them out. William Adams, Mr. Bill. How you doing, bud? Good to see you as well. Oh my gosh, will wonders never cease? It's Jim Foster. Hey there, buddy. What's going on? Are you taking care of my Dunkin' Donuts drinking friend? If you are, and you're sitting within proximity to Sonia, please tell her I said, hey, tell her I miss you guys. Hope to see you guys when I go out east. Roads of Life says $2.89 for diesel. It's 85 degrees out there. It is a little on the warm side. That's pretty cheap for diesel, I gotta say. I think the last I saw was $3.89. $3.89, just regular for diesel. It is getting up there. I did see $4, over $4 again. It happens. And my friends over tell me about Pennsylvania last year. You're absolutely, this past month, you're absolutely right. It is, the price is way up there. It's crazy. Michelle says it's been the 80s in Middle Tennessee. Yeah, I'm going back. Probably next week. I'm not looking forward to that. You gotta live in that bowl, right? It's gonna be allergies and hot temperatures. If you don't know about Middle Tennessee, it is geographically a bowl and all the allergy stuff settles in there. So break out those allergy meds when you go. It's nice and cool in the Colorado mountains. Well, just rub it in there, buddy. I'm sorry. Sounds very nice. However, I've been in the Virginia mountains, West Virginia. I should say West Virginia. I'm going to do more Virginia tomorrow. But I had the most stunning drive. I really wish I could take you all with me today because, sometimes you put in on your GPS, I want to go from here to here. And I wanted to go to the national park, was it River Gorge National Park? Now, it was on my list. And I've got my little passport thing that, you get a stamp and you go and you say, okay, I was here in this day. And I thought, it's on my way to where I'm going in Virginia. I thought, you know what? I'm just going to go. I'm going to go. Now, here's the fun part. This is where I'm like going, duh. My son works for the U.S. government. He works for the Army. He does really cool stuff. And he called me today saying, well, they're going to shut the government down, all the kind of thing. A little disappointed. And I agree with him. I think this is sort of ridiculous. We need to have a law where they can't shut down things because it impacts so many people. We're talking Social Security checks. There's a lot of stuff that happens. Just imagine taking off work and then coming back 2 or 3 or 4 days later and them expecting you to have still kept working and things are supposed to just seamlessly go back together. It doesn't always work that way. So anyways, he tells me the whole story of what's happening to him. And, he's going to be home doing some home projects and whatnot. I'm like, okay, fine. In the meantime, I'm just driving away, going to a national park because it was on my list, right? I just didn't think about it. I get there, all excited to get there. I'm like, I'm just going straight to the visitor center because that's where I'm going to get my stamp. I'm going to see some people, learn more about the place. Go to the door, locked. Just locked. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm like, it's a government shutdown. Now, you would think the national parks would be closed. Like there should be like a rope, a gate, a something that nobody goes in because they're closed. Because let's be honest, we depend on our park rangers. We depend on our park service individuals for safety and other things. And if they're not there, all heck breaks loose, and people can hurt habitats and environment and do some really not so nice things sometimes because there's nobody watching. There's nobody watching. So there was a lot of people there. I mean, there was a lot of people. I would say half the parking lot was full when I was there, and they were all walking around doing stuff. Hold on a second, Rosie, what are you eating? I'm noticing something in her mouth that may not need to be there. Sorry. Thank you, ma'am. Sorry, circling back. So I did get to go and take a look at the amazing bridge at River Gorge National Park. I did get to do a little, trailing thing. But like I said, there's a lot of people there. And what if someone got hurt? It's 184 steps down to the river. What if someone fell down the river? Good luck. Who's going to come help you? I don't know. So all I'm saying is if you are currently traveling and the places you're going to go involve something that is run by the government, such as our national park system, call ahead or ask a local or figure out what's going on, because the campsites, things like that, sorry, good luck. No one there. Don't know what to do. I was going to camp there. Can't really do it if there's nobody there to make reservations or whatnot. It's a little on the weird side. So just be safe out there, guys. Please, please, please be safe. Okay. Bill says it's 86 degrees in North Texas at 7:04 p.m. Well, that is pretty warm, buddy. But it is cooler than 90. So I guess, it's all perspective, right? That's the way that works. Absolutely. There's my friend Alex. Hey, Alex, how are you? If you guys haven't checked out, she has a great Instagram called Steely Van. Like instead of the band, Steely Dan, it's Steely Van. So you guys could go check her out. She and Bruce are pretty awesome. So love their band. They do a great job. David Green, I knew you were shady. LOL. Just kidding. I think it's pretty funny there, bud. I gotcha. If you have tried a lot of shades, does it make you shady? Okay. I know that was kind of easy but funny, but no, I get it. I get it. Eyeshadow is very shady. Just saying. There once was a time I had a lot of eyeshadow. I don't know where it all went to. Now I'm just stuck on one color. I'm very boring these days. I need to pump up the color on that one. There you go. And they fit very well, VanMade. That's right. They do. They really do. I mean, if you're going to get something, get the best. You will not regret it. It's definitely worthwhile. I'm telling you, hands down, I've never had a problem and I will stand behind it 100%. How is Rosie? Hello, sweet Rosie. She is down there. A lady made a nice rag rug for me. It's like those circle rag rugs. And she's found a way to try to take it apart. So I'm trying to get her not to take it apart. Trying to make her think it's not a toy to take apart. So I'm trying to put it back together every time I get a chance. So that's her new thing right now, is playing with the rag rug. So, but she's doing good. She's doing awesome. She got a pedicure. So she's all, got her nails all done. She looks lovely. Lovely. And no, I did not paint her nails. She does not get painted nails, but she does get them all nice and trimmed and clipped and all that good stuff. Filed down. Well, get Texas on your butt list and come on down. I kid you not. I'm not going to be, this is not a joke. I was in Cracker Barrel not too long ago because I'm staying in a Cracker Barrel. And I always go through all the aisles and look and see what they have. And I'm just, waiting for my meal to be done kind of thing. Because I typically don't eat inside. I get it and come outside. And then Rosie and I have dinner together because, I want to spend some time with her. But they have these smushy things, these little toys. And they're called smushy butts. And one was a corgi that you push in the butt. And another one was like human butt. It's like this weird, it's like a, like a foamy thing where it was weird. But that made me think of that. So in case you ever want to know, they have those at Cracker Barrel. And I think that's pretty weird, but there you go. I know, I'm with you. Are we just back from our annual trip? Oh, good. You're back from the annual. That's right. Because M25, you guys went all the way to Michigan, didn't you? Yeah, I know. Wish I could have been there, man. I was really close. I was in Indiana, but I had to be in Elkhart for the dealer showcase. So I guess it's now to talk about dealer showcase. Let's just bring it on and rip it off like a Band-Aid, guys. Here we go. The dealer showcase, which is the one that happens after Hershey, after the big Hershey show, big RV show, is in Indiana. And that is when it is not open to the public. It's only open to dealers, a little bit of media. It's just small people. It's not a big thing, right? No babies and strollers and, random people. It doesn't work like that. The goal of the dealer showcase is for the dealers to show off all their new rigs, all their new RVs and all their new innovations, and get feedback from the dealers as well as orders from the dealers. So pretend I own an RV superstore And I don't know how many Winnebago Echoes I want to own. Is there something new? Is there something, what do I want a Tiffin open trail? Maybe I want to get more Tiffin open trails and try something different. That's what they're doing. They're looking at everything: Grand Designs, Axioms, New Camps, Keystone, Heartland, everything you can think of, Forest River, Thor, everything is there. Everything is there. Now, they're not always at the same space. That's something to think about. They're in different spaces. Some are mainly at the RV Hall of Fame. That's where they are mainly. But then other people rent different spaces. And my best in show, which I find, this is me based upon my really crazy criteria of things, for a luxury B plus class, is Chinook. I'm just calling it like I see it. And I'll tell you why. They have an all metal frame. They are 4-season. They do a fantastic job of craftsmanship. They only build 2 a week. Okay, this is not a huge factory. These are hand built, handcrafted. These are people who have discerning taste and really enjoy quality. So when people buy something, they go, "Oh, this is a piece of crap," and sometimes you get what you pay for, and they're not inexpensive. I think the new one that I looked at was $291,000. So they're really, really, really nice. So I did a little video on it. They gave a tour. The president was talking to a really nice guy. He bought the company not that long ago, and they're going to keep up with the craftsmanship. And I'm really happy to say that I picked that one as best in show, because I can stand behind that one too. Once again, it's all about, integrity and what you do. And there are lots of other cool things, and they're coming out too. Don't get me wrong. The Grand Design vans are interesting. There are a lot of people who are, doing the Transit versus the Mercedes. That's a big, topic people want to talk about. And I have a Mercedes issue, but we're going to get to that in a little bit. So let's see what else we have here. It says we're back from annual trip to Michigan and Vermont with stops in Virginia, Indiana, in the Henry Ford Museum. Oh, nice. I've never been there. I'd like to go to the Henry Ford Museum. That is on my list. Needless to say, we missed you. Oh, and New Jersey. I know. My year just turns on a dime. It's amazing how fast this year goes. I have to start looking at my calendar for next year and figure out what I'm going to do. Going to be doing a lot more owner rallies, a lot more RV Queens rallies. We're going to be doing like a quarterly get together in different places. So it's going to be really fun, really neat. Please and thank you for his, oh yes, absolutely. Please thank your son for his service. Well, he does a great job. I'm not going to complain, but he's not what you think of when you say Army. Just want to put that out there. I raise Viking kids. He's huge, don't get me wrong, but he's on the computer team. Wah-ha! And just kicking it and taking names. What can I say? Bruce is here. Hey, buddy. How are you? Good to see you. Hope you're having fun. Hey, I hope you guys had a great time at the Beer Fest. I really am. A lot of my van fam out in Colorado was at the, I have to say this right. Let's see. It's the National Beer Festival. I'm gonna mess this up. I should know this by heart. Great American Beer Festival. Is that it? I think that's it. Great American Beer Fest. I learned a lot about beer, even though I wasn't there, because I heard you guys chat in the background, which is fun. And I've got some new beers I want to try out now. I tried a sour. Oh, that's really cool. I went to Our Lady of Perpetual Hops in New Albany, Indiana, right across the border from Louisville. And I love this place, by the way. And big shout out to Our Lady of Perpetual Hops. Not only are they fantastic. I walked in there and someone was like, "Hey, I know you. You're Charlie Grace." I'm like, yeah, that's me. Why, thanks. How cool is that? My stickers were everywhere. And their lady that has the logo thing, I used to have my hair just like that. I was like, oh, wow, this is pretty weird. But they have some really good beer. But I tried a sour. I tried a pina colada sour beer. Sounds sort of gross. Trust me. A little worried myself. I bought a 4-pack. They're really good. Shockingly really good. Just saying. So I'm broadening my beer horizons. I'm trying different things. I'm very proud of myself for trying a bunch of normally stuff that I wouldn't, do. So there you go. Got a question from Roads of Life. Do you have a link to the VanMadeGear? Well, yes, I do. And I just dropped it in right there because you asked. Absolutely. Yeah, it is on the I put it in Facebook and I put it in YouTube. So you can have it there. Bruce says, I want to go to the Henry Ford Museum. Yes, a great American Beer Festival and Steely Van Ventures. That is there. Steely Van Ventures. Check out their Instagram. It's really cool. I love this. So we talked about the national shutdown and now it impacted my day. Just saying. I know it's going to impact a lot of people in bigger ways than mine just not being able to get into a visitor center. So it's a thing, guys. Write your congressman, write your senator, write whoever you got to write, and just say, guys, get on with this. This is ridiculous. We need to get a budget so we can get back on the road and make sure people are safe and habitats are being, taken care of and things like that. It's a deal. Not going to get too political. Just saying, let your voice be heard, please. Okay. I got to go backwards. Oh, question. We have a question. Oh no. Do you think state parks will be affected by the shutdown? That's a really good question. I don't believe so because I don't think they have federal. Well, I don't know. I don't think they use federal funding for their staff, but there could be some grants impacted by that. I don't know. It's a great question. I do love my state parks. I hope not. Every time I get a chance to donate, when they say, can you round up or whatever, I'll round up. State parks definitely never have enough money. And there's a reason why there's so many organizations called like Friends of so-and-so state park or Friends of that. They do help. They do the cleaning. They do all the other stuff because they're always short staffed. They really are. So help your local parks. Just saying. We want to keep them out there. Deborah, did you like the Lineage on the Transit? Any new ones on the? Okay, so let's talk dealer showcase. Okay. I did like the Lineage. The Lineage is the Grand Design van. I just have to, in my head, deal with the way they got the shower put together. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, let me see if I can do this. Let me see if I can show you. I have an idea. Hold that thought, guys. Hold that thought. That's not it. Let me see if I can show you this one. We'll go here. And we'll go here. See if I can get it in real quick. It's coming up. It's coming up. It's coming up. That's a storyteller. Hold on. That's a Lineage. Okay, let's stop there. Okay, so let's talk about this. I was unable to do video of the brand new one coming out. I did talk to the person who is their product designer, product planner, and we had a really interesting discussion about this. Now, in this particular van, and they're doing transits. I think, was this a transit? I think it was a Dodge. I'm trying to remember. They have a typical walkway back to the bedroom, and in the middle of that walkway is the shower pan. So they have a bathroom, but then the hallway is the shower pan, and then there's a curtain, a flexi curtain that goes around it, so you take a shower in the middle of the room. So the whole idea is to give you a little bit of a bigger bathroom and a little bit bigger shower without having a quote unquote typical wet bath. That sort of an interesting thing, but you got to like it. I'm just saying, I had a lot of questions on humidity and moisture and other things. It's always a problem when you take a shower in your van. It is what it is. So there's some things I liked about it. The other things I liked about it is they're looking at more movable beds, so like a Nuvo situation in storage that might be coming up. So they haven't really firmed up everything, and there's a lot of stuff I can't talk about, but I will say this. I really liked that they're using solar panels on their awnings. So their awning is a huge solar panel. That is pretty cool. That's a really neat thing. So a lot more to come on Grand Design. We're gonna talk about that. I'll get a video out on that one, but it's pretty neat, Michelle. I'm just saying. I really liked it. It was really neat. What's your favorite thing about your van? Oh, that's a sweet question. Well, it fits my dog. As weird as that sounds, that's probably the biggest thing right now. I don't have to worry about Rosie being in a temperature controlled environment. That's a big deal. It's a big deal for me. I can't do a lot of things unless it's temperature controlled. That's one. The second thing I love about my van is really just the way it drives. I know that sounds weird. I've had great floor plans and hated the drive. Hated the way it drove. It wasn't a very comfortable drive. I could drive this for hours. As a matter of fact, I do drive for hours and forget to stop. That's a problem. And when you do drive too much, their little coffee cup comes up on the dash and says, maybe it's time for a break. So I would say this Mercedes is driving really well. And I'm very impressed with that part. That's really cool. What is one thing you could change about your van? Well, right now it's beeping. That's a big deal. I just got done. I was in Fort Wayne, Indiana. I took it in for its B service. It's Mercedes B service, where they go through all the fluids and they look at the tires and they do this, and they change the oil and all the kind of great stuff. And I've been having this beeping, and Bruce knows about this beeping. Bruce, it's still beeping, or it's still beeping. And I had it there and it beeped for them too. they can't figure out what the beeping is. They can't figure out where the beeping is really coming from. That's also pretty sad. So I took a video of it. I sent it to quite a few people, and I even put it on some Facebook groups. I'm like, guys, anyone else have this kind of problem? There's no code coming up for an error. Don't know what it is. Don't know what it is. And I'm sitting here. I took another video tonight going, hello, anybody know? So there's something, it's got to be, I don't know, air intake, some kind of sensor, some kind of something. But I always think of beeping is not a good sound. Not a good sound. Just saying. There's got to be some reason it's beeping. I don't know what it is. Great American Beer Fest is happening next week, but we do our first phase of the competition. But our first phase of competition is next week and the festival. This is a long thing, guys. It's not just a one day or one weekend. There's a whole bunch that goes with this. So you guys are doing a great job. Kudos. Very happy for you. This is fun. Holding on the phone. I was in one recently. I love the walls. I'm seriously looking for a transit. I think the transits are great, except now this is important, Deborah, and I'm going to say this because I really do not buy one unless you've driven one. I don't care how great the floor plan looks. Drive it. If they don't let you drive it, and I mean drive it in town, drive it on the highway, do a loop-de-loop, do a circle. I want you to drive it because that seat better be comfortable and that steering wheel better be comfortable. And I know that sounds like a harsh thing to say out loud, but I mean it because I loved my Ram ProMaster, my Dodge Ram ProMaster. I hated my steering wheel. Had a love-hate relationship with that van because of that steering wheel. It telescopes, but it doesn't tilt. And so it was never at the right angle for my arms. And my seat was really comfortable. That was nice. But the steering thing just didn't 100% work for me. When I had the Ford, I didn't like anything. I didn't like the steering column. I didn't like the seat. And next thing you know, you're adding all this padding. You're doing all this other stuff. And if you have to drive for a while and you want to drive because you want to go places, that's a real thing. So whatever you do, although people are like, oh, there's more Ford places or, oh, there's more Ram places, just sit in them. Make sure you guys have a moment. I have a buddy of mine who just bought a brand new Chevy Suburban. And you'll see him on here. I think it's a Goose. He comes up every once in a while. And he hates the seat. He spent all this money and he hates the seat. So that's my biggest advice to people is make sure you really drive it and think like you're going to be sitting it for a while. And I hate to have you guys buy more stuff just to make it comfortable. It's not really worth it. So anyways, okay, more dealer showcase stuff. So we talked about Chinook. We just talked about Grand Design. Went and looked at Storyteller. Storyteller's really big in overlanding stuff right now. That's what they're really pushing. They're pushing the hilt. They're pushing some stuff like that. So hilts are really nice. And I'm going to be seeing those guys this weekend. So shout out to my Storyteller friends. We'll be hanging out with them for a little bit. And then Winnebago has some cool stuff coming out that I'm not allowed to talk about. I'm trying to be good about it. And if you guys saw my short today on YouTube, it's like, I know things, but I can't say. So my buddy at Winnebago, Teresa, is going to give me the scheduled dates when I can start to unveil things. I think it's going to be later on this month, but really nice stuff coming out. I'm really happy for it. They do have a new Class C lineup, which I can talk about. Is it called Sunrise? I think it's Sunrise. That is neat. That's a really nice, decent, sturdy Class C family motor coach, couple motor coach. For those people who don't want to go the A route, and want to stay with gas and still have like an outdoor kitchen and things like that. I started a Class C for that reason. I think they're great. It depends on how much you use them, what you do for them. So great way to save money, great way to have space. Yeah, I know when I'm traveling all over the country, that's all I see for these rental units are these big Class Cs because they just work. They're really cool. I like them. So that's really cool. And then, gosh, there was a few more really big, decent ones that were out there that I was looking at. Tiffin did a fantastic job. And I'm going to give honorable mention to Tiffin. They have their open trail. They've got all this stuff coming out. And they've now changed the open trail. Instead of just having a bench, it's like a nice couch. It's a very comfortable couch. So, you learn, right? You have a prototype, you look at it, you get feedback on it. And that's one of the things they're doing. And I'm glad they took that to heart. So I think that's a good option because I would want the couch. It looks more comfortable. Okay, Bruce is thinking about this. He's thinking about my beeps. He said, I think it's the AC system. Gas moving through a system after you shut off the engine. See if it does it when not using the AC because you can't use the defrost because the AC runs with that. Okay, all right, I understand. Hey, it's a process of elimination. Right now, I need the AC. Just saying, really need the AC. It's a little on the hot side, but we'll figure it out. Okay, dealer for anything else. Let me think. If you do decide to go to Elkhart anytime soon, or you're ever interested in finding out more things, I tend to go there sometimes once, twice a year, definitely once, but sometimes twice a year. And there's a great campground called the Elkhart Campground, and family owned and really, really nice. And I go there every time. And they also have a good detailing company that works with them. So if you want to get your rig detailed while you're there, they do a fantastic job. So it's just a nice place to go and then get service done, or check out your, OEM manufacturers for ACs and window struts and whatever it is you might need help with, because there's Lippert. I mean, everyone's there. Everyone's in Elkhart, Indiana. That's just the way it is. And if they're not there, they show up at least for dealer showcase and go back to their home turf, I call it. Okay, national parks, check. Dealer showcase, check. What was the other topic, guys? Do you remember what it was? I'm thinking about this. I always have these written down. And now I'm like sitting going, what are we going to talk about? Oh, I know what we're going to talk about. So, RV Queens is for women who like to RV. Women who typically own businesses, who want to make money on the road, who are looking to meet other interesting, amazing women. And RV Queens is expanding in 2026 to we're going to have a van life community, and we're going to have an overlanding community. Now, this is going to be a lot of fun. So if you are a van life person and you don't feel like, I don't really fit in with the RV people because I'm not really doing a fifth wheel, or I'm not really in a big class A or something like that, and you're in a van, guess what? We're going to make it for you. And I'm really excited about that. But it's coming up. And the website's going to be going up probably in November now. So I'll give you guys all the inside scoop on that, and you guys can join that. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's really, really cool. We're going to give you all the places to go, all the different meetups. We're going to get you discounts on all that stuff, and hopefully even help you out on the service side as well. Remember our friends at RV Help that were trying to help us out? We're going to get you some discounts on that too. So whole idea behind this is it's hard when you're on the road. And I'll use myself as an example tonight. I'm going to be done talking to you guys. I'm going to crawl back in my bedroom and I'm going to just text somebody. It gets lonely after a while. Or you may not know anybody. You may be going somewhere and you don't know anybody. It's nice when you go to an event and you've already got that relationship with someone, so you're not the only person there. Not everyone is as outgoing as me and can walk up and talk to a rock. So I want to help everybody out so that you get to know someone when you show up and you go, oh, okay. And Alex, who's here in the chat, she'll tell you right now, I'm the person who just walks up to a rock and walks up to random strangers and shakes their hand and introduces myself and tells them how happy they are to be here, or how happy I am to be here, and how happy they are they're here as well. So that's just who I am. And that's what I do, because I think it's important to have that connection and let people know that there's someone out there that knows them and that values that they're here, and that it's important, if they need anything, that you're a resource to them. So that's what we do. Especially that's what I do at events, because I don't think any event I've gone to, I haven't done that. And if you know anybody at events, they'll normally tell you they've met me because I've taken a point to go straight to them and say, hey, thank you so much for hosting. Thank you so much for all your hard work. Is there anything I can do to assist you? Are you in need of videos talking about your event so we can let more people know what's going to happen if you're doing it next year? All that kind of great stuff. It's really fun. I like that. It's a good time. It's always, always, always a good time. All right, let me think really quick. Is there anything else going on that you guys want to bring up? Any other questions or things that we need to talk about? Whew, lots of things are going on, guys. Lots of stuff is happening. I know the Newmar thing was big. People talked about that. What's going on? I guess there was a VIN issue where they weren't putting in the right VINs. Not too cool. Let me think. That's a big topic. I'm not even gonna touch that one with the 10-foot pole, because I'll let a lot of the other channels talk about that one who are a little more experienced with Newmar. Overland East. Overland East is coming up on Friday, Saturday, Sunday of this weekend, and it's gonna be in Arlington, Virginia. And if you're interested in learning anything about overlanding, if you're looking for any kind of stuff for overlanding, it is the largest expo in the United States for vendors. They're probably the most vendors are there if you're looking for anything. Tents, awnings, fire pits, gear, suspensions, tow straps, learning how to do recovery. The classes are amazing. Tons and tons of hands-on workshops and classes. There's lots of really cool vendors that you can check out. I'm going to be teaching how to travel overland with pets, which is sort of one of my specialties. I'm also going to be hosting the female overlanding panel. So I'll have quite a few people, and I've got some questions. We'll ask them and see how they got into it and what they like about it, and what they don't like about it, and what we think is happening in the overlanding community for women out there. So friends like Feral Chick Outdoors, hopefully I'll see her out there and some other really cool ladies, and we'll find out, what's everybody doing for this fall and winter. I think fall and winter is the best time to go camping. Just saying. It's one of my favorite times. If I had to pick a time to be home, I'd rather be home in the summer in some AC than on the road in the heat, right? So the leaves are starting to change, and it's so pretty. It's just so pretty. Hey, it's Johnny Lightning. Hey, y'all, really late night. Hope everyone's doing well. Thanks for being here, buddy. Appreciate that. So yeah, Overland Expo. Love to see you guys out there. If you're there, I'm going to be pretty easy to spot. If you don't see my red hair, look for the cowgirl hat. Probably a bandana of some sort. Who knows what? Probably wearing orange because it's October. So I'm feeling like very pumpkin spice. Just embracing my inner pumpkin spiceness. Going to be doing something fun. And then I got to hustle back. I've got to hustle back to the south because I have my youngest is getting his braces off. I can't believe this is so soon. So I'm going to go help him with that. And then other fun things. I've got taking kiddos to do some stuff in October. So anyways, that's my agenda. And I've got to update my website with all the things going on this fall and winter because I'm going to be someplace. I just haven't put it on there yet. It'll be fun. Pumpkin spice. You're the new spice. That's my new Spice Girl name. It's a thought. It is the thought. I do get a kick every year going to the grocery store and looking at everything pumpkin spice. I think it's hilarious. I never thought that would really take off. I really did because I like pumpkin. I do. I like pumpkin cookies. I like pumpkin bread. I just don't like pumpkin Pop-Tarts. I don't like pumpkin shredded wheat, or I don't want pumpkin coffee. There's a lot of things. It's sort of like Easter Peeps. There's like Peeps for every holiday now. I think Peeps should stay for Easter. I think pumpkin should stay for Halloween or fall. But I don't know about pumpkin spice everything. I could be wrong. You guys tell me in the comments what's your favorite pumpkin spice thing. I want to know. I could say pumpkin spice donuts. I could get behind that one. That one I could do. Here we go. Johnny says, I've got some wire cutters if you need them, Charlie. Good to know, buddy. Good to know. I love that. Yeah, pumpkin spice. I don't know what kind of pumpkin spice I'd like. Have to think about that one. My son was in a pumpkin spice improv comedy troupe for his high school, for Renaissance High. I think that's pretty cool. I love that one. Okay, Michelle says, I don't care for pumpkin anything. Well, I'm looking around. I was going to say, where I put my water somewhere. I've had pumpkin beer. Pumpkin beer with vanilla stoli is actually quite delicious. It tastes like pumpkin pie. It's not bad. Just saying. I learned the hard lesson on that one. That was pretty cool. Okay, pumpkin spice beer can be good or not. That's what I'm saying. It can go either way. I don't know, man. It's a toughie. It's a real toughie. You just, you never know. Yeah, the pumpkin Pop-Tarts took the cake for me. I was like, really? Really? Are we going there? We're doing pumpkin Pop-Tarts. By the way, my glasses, I'm getting new glasses. And I'm trying to decide, it's a toughie. I'm going to get some new paired glasses because I miss having different colored frames again. So that's going to be my new glasses for next year. I can't wait to share those because, you got to have, if you guys don't know about paired, they're really cool because they have different frames you just pop on and different colors and different things. So like I love having, I think my last ones I had like purple glitter sparkled cool frames. It was really fun. All right, guys, we have been on here forever. Oh my gosh, 40 minutes of fun. I want to apologize for last week's live. It went really super fast. I had an illness going on and it just, sorry about that. It happens and it is what it is. So I want to thank you guys for being here. Oh, wait, a frozen Dunkin' pumpkin. There you go, Sonia. Now we're talking. It's all about the Dunkin', baby. All about the Dunkin'. Oh, no, are you okay? I'm okay. I'm fine. It just is what it is sometimes. So some lives we can go longer, some lives we go shorter. But It is what it is. Well, I will be here every Wednesday, though. That's sort of like my commitment to you guys. Every Wednesday, 8 o'clock. And we're going to go back to having really cool speakers. Speaking of speakers, hey, Tony and Tina from TNT RVing. How are you guys? How did I miss you in Elkhart? I was there. I missed you guys. We're going to have to sync up better next time. I know we hung out last time, but I want to do some frog stuff with you guys this year. Is that right? Yeah. Coachman. I don't know. We'll talk. We'll connect. But I drove by, essentially, they're in Ohio. I drove by your place. I'm like, hi, Tony and Tina. Good to see you guys. And you weren't home, but I was on the way to where I had to be. So, all right, guys, I will see you next week, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, every Wednesday. And have a great time. I'll be at Overland East. David, you better find me. You better be in good spirits, buddy. We got to get you healthy. Lots of vitamin C. Lots of vitamin C. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great week. I don't know. Well, I was busy. That's why. I was busy and you guys were doing your stuff too. I was over in places where you guys probably weren't, like at the golf course and stuff like that. Not really always in the main area. Okay, bye all. Safe travels. Absolutely. Yep. Good to see everybody. Have a great night. That's right, guys. Have a fantastic night. And we will see you guys next week. Just remember, safe travels and happy trails.